Hello, Collective. Welcome to the Power of Three and me. My name's Amber. If this is your first time here, and if you're returning, welcome back. It's May 2026, and we are looking at what whoever they are, could be your significant other or someone in your family or a friend or a coworker, but what they need to tell you. So, if you're an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, then it could be a message here for you. It's general, so it's not going to resonate with everyone. Take any good advice that you can. If you are a subscriber, please double check and make sure because they don't want me getting past 368 subscribers. So I've hit that number a couple of times, three times actually, and every time they take it away the same day. So they like to unsubscribe people every month. So double check, okay? I'm not going to ask anybody to hit the like button because as much as I beg, even if it's only 8 people, I think to myself, out of 8 people, one person couldn't hit the like button. So I guess nobody wants to hit the like button, so I'm going to quit asking. Anyway, here we go for what they need to tell you. Be of good comfort. Your faith has made you whole. So that's a good start right there. Some of you might be in a relationship. Maybe it's a little new, but getting a little, through some different stages. And you're getting to a very vulnerable place where you need some comfort to know that everything's cool. I feel the same way you do, yada, yada, yada. So we're starting out good, except for I'm hitting my microphone here. And knocking cards over. I'll be right back. Oh boy. It's weird that they got knocked over because that's not even the deck closest to the edge of the table. So maybe for some of you, things are happening that kind of seem like they must be having help because that's kind of impossible. Overall energy is Le Vampire. I am, yes, trying to keep the microphone closer just so that you can hear me. Good. So let's use this for the overall and see what comes out for Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Okay, it's on the floor. You probably saw that. It flipped out right up in the air and it's on the floor. So I'll be back in a minute again. Like, holy shit. Ah, thirst, craving, compulsion, obsession. So again, this is just clarifying what I just said. Some of you have hit a very vulnerable stage in your relationship, and it's very important that you know that the person that you're with craves and, is obsessing over you the way you are them. All right. So I just threw a card there. This is the shit. I forget. I forget what this deck is called. Do you believe that? Probably you do. One second. It's called Wisdom of the Oracle. Okay. For the air signs, please, May 2026, please give us the supporting energy. Chaos and conflict. So maybe there has been some time, and that's what's causing this. They need to tell you maybe how they really, really, really feel and need feedback as well. But if there's been chaos and conflict, whether that's between you two or around you two or because of you two, take it how it might apply for you. This is and I'm just going to show you because it's Tarot de la Nuit. So it's French, but I don't really, Tarot of the Night, Tarot of Black, because Nuit is black, right? So it's I don't know. I'll just show you the box and then you can decide for yourself what it is or how it's pronounced. Okay, this is the deck that we're using for the main spread. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Let's see if your person comes out in the main spread. Or you. Four cups. So somebody's definitely dissatisfied emotionally here. But why? Because of the chaos and conflict. Again, I think that they're uncertain of whether it's ultimately going to affect you too. Ace of Pentacles, see? They are unsure though. She looked pretty paled out. Um, she's had a taste and she wants more. I'm saying she, I don't know why. Probably because it's two females that have showed up, plus here. Okay, so again, you could be same sex or you know, your standard masculine, feminine. It doesn't matter. The point is that if you're here watching this, you need to know this about your person needs to tell you that they crave you. They uh, they're they almost are like obsessed with knowing how you feel truly about them and if it's the same and on the same level as they feel. I'm just really curious about this chaos and conflict. Let's get one more. Ace of Swords. That is the truth. And that's what they're seeking is the truth. Bottom of the deck, the moon. Makes sense. If they're seeking the truth, it means they don't know. It means that they feel like they don't really know how you feel. You're keeping that hidden. You're keeping it behind the moon, right? And there could be a good reason for that. Maybe you haven't been dating, in your opinion, long enough to, and maybe you pick up on this. Uh, is it causing chaos and conflict? Maybe it is causing a little chaos and conflict between you two because they are so obsessed with being clingy, perhaps. I'm hearing this Four of Cups necessarily it's not you that they don't want, it's everything else that's being anything else that's being offered to them, but maybe it's not at a stage where they want it yet because you might take things slow and they might like keep being pulled back to this, but what they're looking for is this. So how that's going to come about, I don't know. Again, this chaos and conflict is, I don't understand whether they're causing that. We'll find out. Clarifying for you guys with the good tarot. May 2026 for Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, and they're what they need to tell them reading. So in a sense, it's kind of both really because this person wants to tell you that they need to know this, but then they need to know from you too. So Ten of Pentacles. You could be wealthy, okay? And maybe that's why you are cautious with getting too emotionally involved with people because you might be of such a level of wealth that you automatically assume that people are there because of that and then wait for someone to prove themselves. Ace of Pentacles, please. And you might be right, you might be absolutely right to feel that way. Um, I would know I've not been rich enough to have that problem, but Empress under the Ace of Pentacles. So this person could already be a mother. It could be you could be dating and like kind of later in life, so to speak. So you could also feel like they might be looking for a solid future for a child that's not even yours, which with a lot of people that, that's fine, but not when it's premeditated that much ahead of time. It's kind of those things that just fall into place because it's meant to be, yada, yada, yada. But this feels more calculated, with this here. Okay, the taste, all right, and then and this, which gives me a very lackadaisy, premeditated, like that's exactly what she could be doing right there in that position. She's not doing what she's supposed to be doing or focusing on what she's maybe plotting and planning, which would all be unbeknownst to you until it was too late anyway. That's too many. That was the Ace of Cups that I saw. Under the Ace of Swords, please. Under the truth. It is the truth behind this chaos and conflict. Mm, yeah. I think that your person is, through their efforts, are causing the chaos and conflict with this Nine of Wands. I feel like they just push issues to the actual limit in an effort to get things in place the way they want them. I have one sticking out. They want me to take it. Two wands. You see, and it's another female, and it's funny because the giraffe is holding the lantern, and you can hardly see her. Like she's so tiny there. If you were looking at it from a different perspective, you wouldn't even see her. Meaning that the decisions that she's making are on the forefront, seem normal, but they aren't. Okay. Um, where is that? This here. See how she's holding that kind of a lanterny. It's not, it's stars, but and then the giraffe is holding it. It's almost like, no, I'm not doing it. It's it's decisions. It's in that within them where they're never going to be honest. That's why it's coming in under the Ace of Swords. They're never going to be truthful about it. They're never going to be honest. No, I didn't decide that because of that. You know. Let's see what's at the bottom. Eight of Swords. I feel like they are screwing with you mentally all the time. And that's what's causing this chaos and conflict because maybe you feel manipulated. Ace of Fire behind that, trying to get you to take the actions that they want you to take. Like I said, they're trying to put things in place. And it could be for a child of theirs. It's not yours. And that should be a decision that you're part of, not somebody kind of plotting and planning. It should again fall into place naturally, not somebody. And I think that there might be things about this person where you wonder sometimes. And maybe that's why you need a reading like this to actually say, yes, it's possible for somebody to be like this and actually do this premeditated plotting and planning, trying to get their way into somebody else's wealth. Unfortunately, that's what I see here. So we're getting your advice from the gypsies. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Advice for the air signs, please, May 2026 on thirst, craving, compulsion, and obsession with chaos and conflict. Oh, uh, chaos and conflict. Okay, Immediately, as I hold this card, what I feel like is this your person is causing chaos and conflict. This all makes sense now. Remember, I was just adamant. What is it about this? It's them. They cause little things here and there with family, friends, people that they feel might try to over control what they're trying to set in place. So they're causing problems to try and get these people, try and get these people back out of the situation, out of the way, and turn, friends, family, longtime colleagues, whatever, into enemies, foes, friend or foe, right? Turning a friend into a foe. Uh, Advice on the Ten of Pentacles under Four of Cups. I don't know if you're going to be able to read that word or not. I can't get my arm up here anymore. It's a cat, as you can see, but it's falseness. If you've got any way to zoom in on that anymore, that's what it says, falseness. Let me bring her back up again with her Four of Cups. With her, I don't want things that I should want. I don't want to do things the way I should do them. I'm going to try and deviously, um, connive my way very falsely, making decisions I would never admit I'm making behind the scenes in my mind, in my, whatever. It's false. So if you're drawn to this reading and you find yourself in a relationship like this and your intuition is picking up on something that you just can't prove, well, this is here to tell you that you're absolutely on point. Let's see what comes out on this Empress under the Ace of Pentacles. Frivolity, see? They are just worried about the flashy life of the money that you have and the way they'll be able to live frivolously on your dime. And so will more importantly, will their child be able to be? And that's really what it's about. It's not about feelings for you. It's not about love like it should be. It's not like this family is just coming together because it's just meant to be and blah 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 blah. These are very calculated decisions being made where your finances and wealth is concerned. The Nine of Fire with the Two of Fire under the Ace of Swords, under the Truth. And 9 plus 2 is 11. Okay, there is no 11 of Wands in the tarot, which means that at some point this is going to hit a breaking point and the burden's going to come to an end. And the truth comes out, or, you know, joyfulness. I think that honestly, I just said that, and joyfulness comes out, which means that when the truth comes out about this person, you will be able to free yourself from them. You don't, it doesn't matter maybe whether you've got so much money you can afford to be taken advantage of. Who wants that? Nobody wants that. If you're dating someone and you're trying to, move along like normal and, have or not have true feelings for someone and figure that out over a normal span of time, you're being rushed here by somebody who is trying to get the fast track in so that they can get their claws on your finances. Um, Bottom of the deck is room. They might even be trying to suggest that they have their own room and stay there just as a whatever, right? No, no. Take that as applies. We are closing out with a deck that's, it's the rebel deck. So sometimes there's swearing in it. And it's very, very blunt. So I seriously hope that this gives you the point blank without being rude, message that you need to take away if you are resonating with this reading. For Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, please give them the advice that they need the most to take away and close this reading out safely. And thank you. For the air signs, please. I see it. Detox. Perfect. Drink a smoothie, unfriend that asshole, and thaw some shit and throw some shit out. Sorry, I throw, not thaw. Yeah, drink a smoothie, unfriend that asshole, and throw some shit out and detox. That's perfect. Bang on. I hope this has helped anybody that it might be resonating with. So thank you so much for your time here. If you are still listening to me, and I hope that you get through this with as painlessly as possible. And take care of yourself till I see you again for another one. Bye for now.